Throughout this process, I have treated the EU with nothing but respect. The UK expects the same. Noted. Yesterday, I was in Salzburg for talks with European leaders. I have always said that these negotiations would be tough. We have to face up to the fact that, despite the progress we have made, they were always bound to be toughest in the final straight. While both sides want a deal, there are two big issues where we remain a long way apart. The first is our economic relationship after we have left. In plain English, this would mean we'd still have to abide by all the EU rules. That would make a mockery of the referendum we had 2 years ago. Make a mockery of the referendum we had 2 years ago. Throughout this process, I have treated the EU with nothing but respect. The UK expects the same. The UK expects the same. No one wants a good deal more than me. No one wants a good deal more than me. We need serious engagement on resolving the two big problems in the negotiations. And we stand ready. Noted. The second option would be a basic free trade agreement for Great Britain that would introduce checks at the Great Britain-EU border. But even worse, Northern Ireland would effectively remain in the customs union and parts of the single market. Creating any form of customs border would not respect that Northern Ireland is an integral part of the United Kingdom. No one wants a good deal. It is something I will never agree to. Indeed, in my judgment, it is something no British Prime Minister would ever agree to. In the meantime, we must and will continue the work of preparing ourselves for no deal. Anything which fails to respect the referendum or which effectively divides our country in two would be a bad deal. And I have always said, no deal is better than a bad deal. I have treated the EU with nothing but respect. The UK expects the same. No deal is better than a bad deal. The referendum was the largest democratic exercise this country has ever undergone. No deal. To deny its legitimacy or frustrate its result threatens public trust in our democracy. Donald Tusk said our proposals would undermine the single market. He didn't explain how in any detail or make any counter-proposal. So we are at an impasse. Throughout this process, I have treated the EU with nothing but respect. The UK expects the same, and we stand ready. Yesterday in Salzburg, European leaders tough two big issues a long way apart. Economic relationship, two options abide by all the EU rules. Stand uncontrolled immigration, trade deals, the mockery of the referendum's checks at the Great Britain-EU border. No deal. But even worse, Northern Ireland customs union, parts of the single market, rejected this idea. If the EU believe anything, no deal is better. I have treated the EU with nothing but respect. No deal is better than a bad deal. Expects no deal. The referendum divides our country into bad deal. Throughout this process, I have treated the EU with nothing but respect. No deal. The UK expects no deal backstop for the EU. That is unacceptable. No deal. As I told EU leaders, we cannot accept anything. We cannot accept anything. No deal. No deal.